After this, don't pull out no Prego. Not rinse off them noodles. Marry me. Y'all, I'm taking it back to the basics with a shrimp Alfredo pasta. And it's good too. I'm tired of y'all saying, marry me Alfredo, when your sauces are coming from a jar. He didn't marry you for your Alfredo. Today we are taking it back to the basics. He married you for your personality. And we're gonna make shrimp fettuccine Alfredo and your intelligence and that thing you do. Let's go. Now y'all know I like to make myself a rub before adding it to my protein. So we're gonna do the same thing with our shrimp Alfredo. I keep it decently simple when it comes to my seafood because I really do love the way like all seafood tastes by itself, no seasoning. But we're going to season this with Old Bay. And now we're gonna add the rest of what I like to call my flavor foundation. My flavor foundation consists of my fave 5, garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper, and smoked paprika. A bridge ingredient, which is always coriander, and it can be a secondary one. Coriander goes in like 95% of the food I make. We're gonna do a herb, but the herb won't be present here. The herb is actually gonna be present in the Alfredo. We're gonna do a whisper, and then we're gonna do a wow. But in this case, my wow is my whisper. I'm keeping it simple for y'all today. This is beginner friendly, not marry me, but you might wanna be my fiance, Alfredo. I started with Old Bay. I'm gonna add some coriander. I'm gonna add my garlic powder. You can't stop me from using garlic. Onion powder, smoked paprika. And then black pepper. Give this a good mix. I can already smell it, so I'm not even worried about the smell. Oh, you light my soul on fire. That smells like enough. This looks great. I'm gonna keep this recipe simple, but simplicity does not mean that we're not gonna elevate this dish, okay? Oftentimes, when I see people making shrimp Alfredo, they just throw the shrimp right in the cream sauce and then they just let the shrimp cook that way. That's not right. We're not doing that, okay? Not doing that at all. What we wanna do is add a little bit of char onto our shrimp so that our shrimp has flavor before it even goes into the pan, okay? Let's season our shrimp. Before we even season it, you wanna make sure that your shrimp is peeled, deveined, and dried completely so that we can make sure that we have a nice sear on these shrimp. You hear me? Here are my shrimp, and I'm gonna take that rub that we just made and just do a little sprinkle. Now here's the thing, y'all. Season this the way you wanna season it, right? Like if you don't like Old Bay, don't use Old Bay. Use your own, do your own thing. I'm just telling you what I do, and I just am hoping that this will help you elevate your shrimp so that you could at least get engaged. And then we want to add a little bit of olive oil just so that the seasonings stick to the shrimp and that when you put your shrimp in the pan, your shrimp does not burn. Y'all, did y'all know that we're not making Alfredo the right way? Alfredo is Italian. In Italy, Alfredo is only butter, pasta water, Parmesan, and noodles. And they let the butter emulsify with the pasta water, and then that becomes like a thick, creamy sauce. However, in the Americanized version, because apparently we didn't know how to make our sauce thick and creamy without using cream, we started using heavy whipping cream or half and half to make our Alfredo. Make sure your shrimp is covered thoroughly. Let's smell them. It's like I don't want to be too heavy, but we're gonna add just a little bit more. Just a little. Let's smidge a bit more. Okay. Now, of course, this works with chicken. You can make a crab Alfredo, a lobster Alfredo, but I need to get y'all the basics because if I see marry me Alfredo and y'all pull out that goddamn Prego jar, I'm gonna be mad. After this, don't pull out no Prego because it's easy. And in fact, it probably takes a longer time to warm up that Prego than it will to make this homemade sauce. And remember, if you're going to cook right away, make sure you bring your protein down to room temperature so that everything cooks evenly. Let's go make Alfredo. Now, we want to get our water boiling first because that is what's going to take the longest out of this process. Alfredo is a really quick meal, which is great. So I want to make sure that when we are boiling our water, we add salt to the water. This salt is going to season your noodles. And you know we got to season every layer. I also want to season the water because we're going to use this pasta water later. Now that our water is boiling, we can add the noodles. Do boil your noodles according to the directions. Bring water 5 quarts per pound pasta to a boil and add salt to taste. Did that. Add pasta and stir. Boil 8 to 10 minutes or to desired tenderness. Stir and occasionally drain pasta in a colander and serve with your favorite sauce. Our favorite sauce being our homemade Alfredo. Duh. So let's go ahead and, oops, be careful. Let's go ahead and put our Alfredo in this water. Did y'all know y'all not supposed to break the pasta? That's disrespectful. And we do not disrespect anybody's culture. So we're just gonna let it shrink on its own, which isn't taking very long at all. And we'll come back. Since that's doing that, let's go over here and let's go ahead and sear up our shrimp. Now, remember with stainless steel pots, I don't know what y'all got, but with stainless steel pots, you gotta let these babies warm up and get comfortable with us first. So put your pan on medium low, and then we gotta do a water test. Okay, water test. Now, if it rolls, we good to go. Hey! It's time for cooking. Time for cooking. Let that evaporate, because we don't want to put the oil in with the water, because it could be a disaster. Trust me. A little olive oil first. 1 tab of butter. And that's going to keep your butter from burning, okay? Even though these pots get so hot, you got to really turn it down. So I'm about to turn mine down just a little bit because butter's still burning. Let's add our shrimp. Now, the thing to a good shear is you want to make sure that your shrimp are not overcrowded, okay? That they got a reasonable amount of oil, and you leave them the heck alone. Don't check on them or anything like that. That's insanity. You just let them do their thing. Now let's check on them. It's been like 2 minutes, so we can, oh, look at that. Yeah. Turn them over. That looks delicious. Yes. Flavor. I don't know, like, I get it, y'all. Y'all want to just throw the shrimp in there because y'all want it to be a quick meal, but that ain't what we do, okay? As home chefs, we want quick meals, but we don't want to sacrifice flavor for it to be quick. That's insanity, okay? Look at this color. Look how beautiful these are. Can you see? Just beautiful. And that's what we want. Now for me, I'm cooking my shrimp in batches, right? Because I've already said that we don't want to overcrowd our shrimp. Y'all, these came out so beautiful. What you do want to do is to taste it, because like if you don't like the first little batch, make a little bit at a time. If you don't like the first batch, after you taste it, you got time to regroup. Them good. I'm gonna make all the shrimp and then I'll come back to y'all, okay? It's time for the grand finale. So what we want to do is we want to keep what is called fond. You see this black stuff? It's not burnt. That's called flavor. We're going to keep that in the pan, okay? We're going to give it a little more olive oil. Give it another tab of butter. And then I've already prepped these shallots, but you want to make sure that you have diced shallots. Get these shallots in the pan. Saute them down till they're nice and translucent. The reason why we use shallots is because shallots are flavor carriers, okay? Say that with me now.
Flavor carriers.
They're going to take whatever flavor we put in here, and they're going to make sure that it goes into the sauce. Delicious. Then we're going to add garlic. You only want to saute your garlic down for 30 seconds until you smell it. Once you smell it, now what we're going to do, because I'm keeping it beginner, right? Like, this isn't how I would standardly do it. However, if you want to see an elevated version of a shrimp Alfredo, you let me know in the comments and I could do that for you. But we're going to keep it simple today. So just add a little bit of water. And what that water is going to do is it's going to lift up that fond. You see how it's lifted? It's going to lift all that up. Let's add a little bit over here. It's going to lift that flavor right up so that them shallots can soak it all up. You feel me? We want that. We want flavor. Now what we want to do is we want to take, you could do heavy cream. I couldn't find any heavy cream, surprisingly. So I'm going to do some whipping cream, right? Take some whipping cream. I don't measure, but maybe like a cup. Let's try a cup. Because I like mine saucy though. Like if you like a saucy sauce, then that's what you do. You see how all those flavors are just permeating, simmering. You want to take this and let it simmer. Once you see it thicken, then we start adding more stuff. Right now though, we do want to add garlic powder, onion powder, a little smoked paprika, and then, trust me, nutmeg. I forgot to say this earlier. Nutmeg is your whisper and your wow ingredient. Nutmeg is gonna make dairy taste richer. So we've got some cream, we got some Parmesan, we got some butter. It's gonna taste like, what is that? But we're not gonna know that it's nutmeg. It's just gonna feel like there's something different with this dish. Let's mix this up and then let's chill for a second. Let's wait for this to thicken up and then we'll go from there. So as you can see, this is starting to thicken. It's reduced down quite a bit. What we're going to do now is we're going to add a little Parmesan. But Parmesan is going to help to thicken the sauce. Of course, it's going to give it that like cheesiness that we like. But it also gives it that umami. That, what the heck is in here? Now, the reason why I've been telling y'all to save this pasta water is for this reason right here. I got this water. This is liquid gold. Cloudy gold, but it's gold. The pasta water has starches and it has the salt, okay? When we pour it in here, it's gonna help to thicken our sauce, but then it also helps the sauce stick to the noodles. And that's why y'all want to make sure y'all do not rinse off the noodles. You do not rinse the noodles, y'all. You need the starches so that the sauce sticks to the noodle. Don't ever rinse your noodles. I just had a whole rant. Don't rinse the noodles. Use your pasta water because it's going to help the sauce stick to the noodle. It's going to thicken your sauce, and you can use as much as you want. I'm going to use a little more. Okay. Let's let that thicken some more. Let me taste. Ooh, that's good. Marry me. Okay, y'all. Our sauce is getting nice and thick. Not watery or nothing. Let's get this about 5 more minutes. It's bubbling. Looks good. Hey, girl. Bubbling means it's getting thick. Oh yeah. Oh girl, you look good. Now watch me now. All right, we want to turn the stove off. We're going to add the juice from half a lemon. And this is just to make sure that, and honestly, you don't have to do that much juice. It's to make sure that we have some balance here because we got a lot of richness going on. And we don't want it to be too rich to where it just feels too heavy. That's not what we want. We want light, airy, saucy. Let's give her a taste. See what she tastes like with that lemon. Yep, that's what we want. She tastes amazing. Okay, now I'm about to teach you something new, so pay attention. What we're about to do is called a Mont Oh Beurre. It's French. A Mont Oh Beurre is where you take cold butter, put it in, and you start swiveling it around, stirring it into the sauce. I freeze my butter first just to ensure that it does what it needs to do. Now, a Mont Oh Beurre will emulsify your sauce. Emulsify meaning that it's going to bring everything together. It's going to thicken and it's going to be glossy. So it's going to give you a restaurant finish. And that's going to make them marry you, okay? That restaurant finish, that's going to get the ring right there. You see how it's changing? Everything's coming together. One more. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I could definitely see it. Once that happens, we're gonna put this together. Now, for the most part, ooh, it's all gone. Nope, no, it's not. We still got more butter. You're never gonna use like all of the noodles that you make. I like to make sure that I'm saucy. I'm going to add the noodles into the pan a little bit at a time. We're not gonna add these whole noodles in here because then you're not gonna be saucy. Now, my noodles are very starchy and thick. Now this is up to you how much sauce you want, right? That's pretty saucy. That's right up my alley actually. And I might just keep it. Taryn, what are you gonna do? A little more. Okay, that should be enough because the noodles will suck up some of the sauce, y'all. So always keep it saucier than what you think it should be, because once them noodles get to drinking the sauce, boom. So there's that, right? Now we're gonna add some parsley. And everybody feels like parsley doesn't have a purpose. But not only does parsley give you some color, because this is white and we don't want white food. But not only is parsley gonna give you some color, it's the herb as part of my flavor foundation. It's gonna make your dish lighter. Parsley makes it lighter. It's gonna add some color, because look at that now. It's very pretty. And then let's add the shrimp back. Let's put our shrimp in here. And then make sure y'all get all that flavor, like all this stuff that's at this bottom of this pan, that's flavored. We want that. Boom, boom, add that. Bam. Mix that in. Y'all, that looks so good. Let's add a little more cheese. This on you. So if you want more cheese, add more cheese. You want more lemon, add more lemon. You want more seasoning, add more seasoning. But I just gave you the foundation, okay? So moving forward, what have we learned? Do not call a dish a marry me dish if you did not make that sauce yourself. Oh, let's eat. That's beautiful. Let me taste it. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's so good. All right, y'all, let's try to plate my shorty up. I got these tongs so that I learn how to twist up some pasta. I need to get enough, twist it up. I see people do this all the time. I can do this. Twist up the pasta, lift it, okay? Don't make a mess. Terrible. Okay, we're gonna do like 2 of these, because obviously it's not going according to plan, so whatever. It's gonna taste good when you eat it, and that really should be all that matters, not presentation. But anyway, let's try some more twisting. Okay, twist. All right, that looks all right. We're gonna leave that there. I'm gonna put like 2, maybe 3 here. Okay, that's not bad. Then we're gonna add a little more cheese. Just, it's really just for presentation's sake. I don't know. And then we're gonna add a little bit more parsley. This is for presentation, not for flavor. We're gonna add my lemon, and I'm gonna add it to the part that messed up, okay? And then we're gonna add my little presentation shrimp, okay? So let's just put that on top there, and that on top there. That's cute, okay? And then maybe, since I added the presentation shrimp, I just need to give it a little more pizzazz and a little more pizzazz. And boom. And there it is.